Hello, this is Killingkong, and I hope you enjoy this video. This video is on Moze and her infinite grenade, infinite shield, infinite life build. You can't die with this build. I've only been killed once with this build so far, and it was the Slaughter Star 3000 final boss. He one-shotted me. I had about 45,000 shield at the time, and on Mayhem 3, and he just slapped me in the face, and I died. So, that's the only time I've ever died with this build. You shouldn't ever die fighting anything other than something that can one-shot you. But this is my build. I wanted to show it off. I will show you the skill tree now. I will go over it, putting in the points and everything. I'll go over my items that I recommend for this build. So you're never going to use your mech, so these 2 points useless. Always put all 5 points into this for this build. 3 into this. You want that as much grenades back as you can. You only want to put 2 points into this right now, then 3 points into this because you're not going to use your mech, so it's pointless to do that. The crit chance for grenades, obviously amazing. Put 2 more points into this to be able to max it out. 5 points into lifesteal. So with this, I have a relic, I want to say. Class mod. That makes it so anytime I gain life, it goes into shield. So therefore, I can pretty much always be at full shield, no matter what, especially with the grenades that I have. 3 into this, not necessary. I've never ran out of grenades with this, so no points into this, pointless. Put 1 point into the last, and you don't need a point into short fuse. It's pointless also. Don't need to put the last point into toward cross promotion either. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here into Shield of Retribution. We're going to put 5 points into... yeah, we'll put 5 points into Armored Infantry. We just got to really get to this section. We're going to put 3 points into this. That gives us... We're already at 1 life. We can't have any more than 1 life because of... I think it's my artifact? No, my class mod again. No. Yeah, sorry, my artifact. Reserves all but 1 health, 100% shield capacity. So there's no point in not picking up these 3 points. It gives us an extra huge amount of health. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 points into Vladof Ingenuity. It's not, I mean, we're not going to ever be shooting our guns, so it's no point in doing Drowning in Brass. We're going to put 1 point into Full Can of Whoop-Ass. That makes it so that just in case we can jump into Iron Bear if we need to. We most likely will never. We're going to go ahead and put 1 point into Experimental Munitions just because we'll always be critting for the most part. So that just gives us a little extra bonus damage. We're going to put the remaining 3 points into Vladof Ingenuity. Then we are going to not worry about this because we're never going to be shooting our gun. So we're going to put 3 points into this. I guess we can throw 2 points into there just because we need to get to the next section. So now we're going to do 1 point into Force Feedback. That makes it so our shields will always be recharging. We will always have critical kills because our grenades will always crit. Because of the extra, I think it's 30% chance to crit. Yeah, 30% chance to crit. You'll see. You'll always have full shields. Then we're going to put our last 3 points into Phalanx Doctrine. I think it is an amazing perk. At 1 point, you can get over 75,000 shield just because of this perk. So now what we're going to be doing is going over the gear. Really quick, let me just go ahead and throw on 2 of these. We don't need them. We will never use it, so it's just so that way we can jump into our mech if we need to. Weapons don't matter. Weapons do not matter at all in this build. You will see. So I use the transformer. It makes it so we're 100% resistant to lightning. Therefore, we never get shocked. We never get hurt by shocked. In fact, converts 100% of shock damage into shield. So therefore, if we are supposed to get shocked, we heal. 40% chance to absorb bullets. Pointless. It's a decent amount of capacity. I could get one that has more. It would, instead of the 40% chance to absorb bullets, it would be a different, it would be capacity most likely. The anointed doesn't matter. So this is what makes this build so strong. Well, I mean, this does too, but the desperate entrenched bloodletter. So what this does is makes it so when you are supposed to be healed, you gain shields instead, and that includes health orbs. So, and then not only that, but when you're supposed to regenerate health, you regenerate shield also. So that 149 health regen actually gives us 149 shield every second. And then the 1,666 shield capacity is a bonus. It's nice. The recommended mods that you can get on this for the pluses would be 2 points into Phalanx and 2 points into Thin Red Line, and then 1 point into Desperate Measures. I think you have to have all 3 of those anyways, so the 2 points into this would be better than the 2 points into Desperate Measures, because, like I said, we're not going to be shooting. Okay, now the Loot Expanding Deathless. What this is used for primarily is the 100% shield capacity bonus. That's it. Obviously, the 43% health increased is nice because we will always have max shield, so therefore we really never will need that, but it's a nice bonus. This is not the correct grenade, my bad. So this is the grenade that makes this build why it's so broken. You can use many grenades for these builds. I know everyone loves the porcelain pipe bomb. In my opinion, it's broken, so I don't use it. I have it, I guess, for boss fights, but I barely ever use it. I have a different build completely for boss fights. So this is the recurring hex. This grenade is unbelievable. When you throw it, it costs 1 to throw, it splits into 2, then once it hits something, it splits into 3, so therefore there's 6 grenades on 1 throw, and it circles around all the enemies because it has homing. Then it shoots lightning from the grenade. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it shoots lightning from all of those on all of the enemies around it, continuously. I will never run out of grenades because of the crit chance, which gives me back, or the splash damage, which gives me back grenades. So I'm going to go ahead and, oh, whoops, ha! I gotta quit really quick. I was on True Vault Hunter mode. I meant to be on normal Mayhem 3. I was on True Vault Hunter mode Mayhem 3. I don't have the Slaughter Star, or I don't have any of the, what do they call them in this? The dungeon style things unlocked right now on True Vault Hunter mode. I just beat it earlier, so. But yeah, so I'll show you really quick me running through the dungeon. I'll show you how broken this is. Also, you may think, oh, I'm going to be going to normal Mayhem 3. Normal Mayhem 3 is nothing different than True Vault Hunter mode Mayhem 3. There's no difference. So, yeah, I will go ahead and show you what this is like. It is broken. You can't die. You really can't die. It doesn't kill as fast as a lot of the other builds out there. Yes, my grenades also are only level, I think, 45 or 48. Therefore, I could get more damage by getting a better grenade drop, but I like this grenade, and I haven't found one that clears as good as this one. I will show you really quick. I'll do this run through. Hopefully I can do it deathless, unlike my other 2 videos that I've tried to make on this. I haven't died on this build yet, but I have died on the other build that I made a video on already. So this build is broken. I only use this weapon to be able to slide faster. I'll show you that really quick. I recommend for this build, since it doesn't matter about damage or anything, I recommend picking this up because it makes it so you slide 20% faster. That's the only reason why I'm using this weapon. I can actually take off all of my weapons and still clear this like it's nothing. My attack, they all attack fast enough to be, or all my grenades attack fast enough to be able to continually get my grenades back. So as you can see here, I will just throw out grenades constantly. I'm always at my 14 grenade capacity. It kills fairly fast. The only problem that I will ever have is whenever I get to enemies that are electrified, so therefore they're pretty resistant to lightning damage, but it still will kill them. It just takes a little bit longer. Technically, I don't know if this weapon works with the bonus damage while sliding. I think that's only gun damage is amplified while sliding. So here's a heavyweight. They still die really fast. Their shields, as you can tell, just melt. One of the problems that I do have with killing things on this character is dealing with robots. It doesn't kill robots the best, just because of the fact that armor is high resistant to lightning damage, but it will still kill them. It just doesn't kill them as fast as, let's say, a weapon build or anything like that. So come on. Thank you. I don't like how long that takes. I always do that. I always outbeat the, like, feed, I guess, and I have to sit there and wait for it to finish. So with this build, I don't have to aim, I don't have to do anything, I just chuck grenades. Like, this is all I do. I can stand in the middle of a bunch of enemies and not take damage. As you can see, my shield is always at max because of the lightning damage giving me lifesteal constantly. Sorry about that. I had an issue, my phone went off, and I went ahead and skipped ahead in the recording so that way you don't hear that part. So yeah, with this build, I don't have to aim, I don't have to do anything. My grenades are life stealing for me technically, but it's actually shield stealing because of the artifact that I have that makes it so if I'm supposed to get healed, I actually heal with my shield instead. So therefore, I can stand in the middle of pretty much anything. I haven't found anything that has really been able to kill me besides the, like I said, the final boss of Star Slaughter, or Slaughter Star 3000. That's the only thing that I've ever had an issue with this build. It's not the best boss killer, but like I said, I have a different build for boss killing. It can kill bosses, it's just a lot slower than being able to shoot them, because most of the bosses in this game, like you know, are either off stage or too far away or fairly resistant to lightning damage. I have another grenade that I use for that situation, but it doesn't have as much AoE, and it's fairly hard for me to continuously get my grenades back without shooting. With this build, I don't have to shoot at all, so it's kind of nice because of that, but it's also not recommended really to use on bosses. This is just to farm things quickly. If I wanted to, well, what I do quite a bit is I do runs through high density areas, and will just constantly throw my grenades out while running. I don't have to ever stop moving, which is nice. I just fell off the map. I did not realize that you could fall off the map. That is hilarious. Okay, you're immune to death besides falling off the map, apparently. Completely forgot that you can do that. Yeah, so, yeah. That was embarrassing. Still not as bad as dying in my other videos to things that I could have prevented. I guess I technically could have prevented that also, but yeah, I forgot that you could fall off the map right there. So let's do this again. So as you can see, this is a badass. This badass pretty much, well, you'll see my shield go down really quick, but it will go almost instantly back up. I guess if you got hit by enough things at the exact same time, you would die, but yeah, I haven't had that happen. Obviously, falling off the map, also, this build is not immune to. So, this is the Trial of Discipline. This is the dungeon-style things that they have in this game. This build pretty much makes this game, to be completely honest, boring if you are not just running through zones farming constantly, but because of the fact that you pretty much can't die, the only thing I couldn't do, like I said, was solo the Slaughter Star 3000 boss. I was trying to power level some of my friends that wanted a character leveled up, so I went to power level them for them, and I made it all the way to the end, and then got one-shotted by the Slaughter Star 3000 boss. So that was this build. This build, like I said, extremely broken. You can't die except for falling off the map, and one-shots. One-shots obviously will always happen. There's no way to avoid them, I guess, technically. If you have enough shield, you should be able to survive. I don't know what happened, to be honest, in the boss fight with that. I wish I would have recorded it. But, yeah, I got one-shotted by the boss in Slaughter Star 3000. I had 45,000 shield at the time, and he just slapped me in the face and I died. So, yeah, that is it for this build. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was insightful into the grenade Moze build. Infinite Grenade Shield Moze build. Thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time.